I'm very pleased to say this morning we have Helen Lederer, also comedian, with us today. You're
Without a hat, no hat.
No hat. Tommy Cooper.
Yes, a classic. Very tall, very unique and very loved, wasn't he?
Yeah, that kind of bumbling
yes, but
magic
not
comedy. It was just brilliant.
Being able to do tricks, looking as if he didn't know what he was doing.
Yeah.
A bit of an art.
Yeah, what
that is really
like us all.
You've come to talk to us. People are probably a little bit baffled about why we're talking to you. With
why me?
Here's the sound of
why
music
me here?
behind us.
Sound of Nordic sticks.
So you've been on a big old trip, the pilgrimage, which people might be familiar with. The basis is you and a bunch of other celebrities go on a pilgrimage together, and you all have different positions you come from in relation to your faith.
Yeah, I think that the premise of the programme is that you'll choose people largely known for a faith awareness, either disassociated from or engaged with, but it means the conversations will be quite ready. You know, we'll be ready to talk about religion or faith or belief or whatever word, which people don't normally do they, in normal life?
No. Not comfortably always either, especially with people you don't necessarily know. It's a 190-mile trip. We can take a look and see how some of it went.
On the medieval pathways of the majestic Austrian and Swiss Alps.
Wow, look at that.
7 celebrities are making an epic pilgrimage.
Look at this sign.
Ah!
Pilgerherberger. Pilgerherberger. Pilgrimage hostel.
Among them, a pilgrim with mixed heritage.
My father was born into a Jewish family, but I'm told I was christened. Obviously, I can't remember.
A Muslim who's doing things her own way.
I have been through periods in my life where I didn't lose faith, I gave it up.
And a practicing Catholic.
I've been saying, show me a sign, just let me know you're there, let me know you're there. And funny enough, I'm now going on a pilgrimage.
That is insane, isn't it? Do you want to look at that view, Helen? Or no?
Not really, thanks.
Their final destination is Einsiedeln Abbey, with its revered 15th century Black Madonna, which attracts almost 1 million pilgrims and visitors every year.
I wasn't expecting to have my breath taken away.
So, 7 people from different backgrounds. What was your background?
We termed it mixed heritage, which was covering the fact that my grandfather and father came from Czechoslovakia and left, for they were cultural Jews. My mother's from the Isle of Wight, so I'm a mix. But nevertheless, it sort of brought up a lot of issues about past, you know, of your past or your family's past, not your direct past. But it was amazing, honestly, just not being a walker, as we just mentioned politely.
Well, you had to go out and get some walking boots,
Had
didn't
to
you?
get the footwear, special ones for ladies with bunions, actually, but I love them still. But just while you're walking and in the rhythm of the walking and being with people, yes, as you say, you don't know them, but a willingness to talk, so it's not awkward.
Who did you gravitate towards?
I need the people who will make me laugh or that I can make laugh. That's my lifeblood. So it was the gentlemen, Jay McGuinness and Harry and Delisa. We just, by the end of it, you know that thing. Do you two laugh? I see sometimes a twinkle between you.
Very rarely.
It's not our thing.
We do. You do. You just need that. You just get that subliminal. You just look at the person, you know what they're thinking. And to take away that, you could call it religious, you could talk about community, connection, taking the barriers down, but laughing and crying, quite a lot of tears.
Well, let me ask you that, Helen, because I know that these aren't strangers as such, but you don't know them.
Exactly.
And sometimes conversations with strangers, you can speak almost more openly than you can with people who've known you for ages. Did that kind of thing happen?
Yes, I mean, because it was quite purposeful, because after all, we had all signed up for it. I mean, I write about it in my Not That I'm Bitter. I talk about being behind the scenes of being asked to do a religious programme. You think, oh, God, is that going to be like storms, weather? Do I really want to do a religious programme? But then you go, you're all committed. You've signed up for it. And there's a kind of purity about other people. You don't have all those barriers, those social barriers. What do you know, no competitiveness, although there's a group dynamic. which is quite humbling. And I learned more about myself afterwards, reflecting on how you get on with people and where you don't.
What did you learn?
That I should be more humble. That's good. And that people believe in things, which is very heartening. And I'm more open to, you know, otherness, God, those conversations about a God, particularly good at Easter. I mean, it was a beautiful thing to do, actually. I wouldn't have predicted it.
Jane McGuinness has been quite open about being very tearful throughout after the death of Tom Parker. And again, it alludes to kind of what Charlie was saying. He didn't know you very well, and you know the others. And I suppose when you're talking about faith, you're exposing a part of yourself, because in society it can be very difficult to talk about.
Very awkward. I don't go out that much, but I was at a social occasion, and then somebody started talking about, do you believe in God? And it all went a bit quiet. Everyone's knives and forks went down, you know, because we're just not used to it. Now that's, again, if you have trust with people, why not have those conversations? It just takes away a lot of the layers that make us anxious, I think.
As a performer, why'd you make that face?
I don't know, it's an instinct. Have I performed? Oh, I do perform, yes.
You're a fantastic performer. And did you feel the need, you know you were talking about the group dynamic, to be the big character, the one to make people laugh, or the expectation?
When I go into a group and you see the bossy, loud, particularly older person, you go, oh no, please keep me away from that person, please let me not sit next to them in the van. I think I'm very socially aware, and I can get it wrong. But to be yourself, that's a beautiful thing, isn't it? To be yourself, to be open about your beliefs. You do have to put yourself out there as well. It's a difficult balance of not dominating, but giving of yourself.
I feel like I want to hear about the getting wrong thing.
I knew you were. You're looking scowling. The negative. That's always interesting, isn't it?
Well, we all get it wrong.
Of course.
In all social situations.
Exactly.
But this, I mean, I don't know whether you meant on this trip you've got things wrong, but it's on camera. So, I mean, that's added pressure.
Oh, no. And you just have to go, not too much makeup, discovered the power of not wet wipes, hair wipes. So my hair got bigger and bigger.
Hair wipes?
Every day my hair looked like more of a bush. And, you cry, you are seen to be a bit... I do make a lot of expressions, So there it all is.
Honestly, I think it's very brave to put yourself in those circumstances, because you're opening up and, you know...
Yeah, but why not? You know what I mean? Because you get something from it. If you don't put something in, you won't get anything out. So I was really... It was an amazing experience.
Life goes on, you do that, and then you're back on stage.
I am in Fawlty Towers. I don't know if you're a fan of Fawlty Towers. You remember, you know, on the TV, and it's the woman, Mrs. Richards, and she's like really a battle axe. So the nicey character goes, and I get really, So that would be quite maybe enlightening for people, or not least myself.
With something like Fawlty Towers, which is a classic in all senses, and people can remember lines from it and certain scenes from it.
Yeah.
How does it translate to stage? What will people be getting?
Well, I went to see it before I knew I was going to be in it. And the audience love it. And Paul Nichols, who's the major, he was telling me, people love it. Now, again, that's just such a positive experience. Going back to religion, theatre, performing, people together in this world that we're in, you just go, this isn't complicated. This is just, we're laughing, we're enjoying something together. So hopefully people will laugh.
And did things go... here I go again. When you're have you started the show yet? Or not?
No, I'm about to rehearse.
OK, so I can imagine that being, given that it's Fawlty Towers, stuff would go wrong. I mean, it almost feels like it should do.
Yes,
and maybe you can incorporate things going wrong.
Exactly, but within the farce, there may be some errors within the farce error level.
Food-based,
yes, and dropping things. I'm not good with props. But the thing is, again, fellowship of your other actors, you need them. You just go, God forbid that I might forget a line, let's say, then somebody will be there to help you, and that's a beautiful thing as well.
Do you have to carry food and stuff? Is that part of your role or not?
Thinking about a tray of food, hearing aid and my glasses. There's a lot of glasses leaving them places, which is me as well. I don't know why I've brought them in, because I don't need them at this moment in time.
Make sure you don't forget them.
Yeah, don't forget them. We'll make sure. Helen, it's always lovely talking to you.
No, I love coming here. Please, if only I could come here more often.
Well,
you brought beautiful surroundings with you today.
Yeah.
The hills are alive.
Helen, thank you. You can watch Pilgrimage, The Road Through the Alps from tomorrow on BBC Two and the iPlayer. We will be back with the headlines shortly.